Hey everybody, it's Odin. Yeah, and today we are checking out Final Fantasy XIV. That is the MMO Final Fantasy, in case you're unaware, and you're looking at it right now. And basically what I want to do today, I've literally been playing this for like 3 days only so far. You can see I'm only level 15 right now. But I'm starting to get a pretty good idea of what's going on here, and I just kind of wanted to show you what it's like in case you haven't checked it out. So basically I'm just going to be going about my business, doing my shit, and kind of telling you about it as much as I know. Now, I'm obviously not an expert, so pretty much don't trust anything I say. But anyway, and you also notice that the way I'm dressed is a little questionable here. I look like a really confused, broke-ass He-Man or something, and I'll explain that why that is here soon enough. But we're not looking good. Again, you know what? I'm just going to explain it now. Basically, the gear that I keep getting from all these early quests is always this really ridiculous looking shit, and it's always colored with the most offensive colors. It's usually bright yellow, like everything. If it's not that, it's like bright purple or something. It's always awful. So the question is, well, can you dye it? And the answer is yes. But here's the thing. There's a dye monger here in the markets where I am, and I can buy some dye. In fact, I did. And I've got some right here, this charcoal gray dye, and it cost me a lot of money. But I can't use it until I do a certain quest that like unlocks dyeing. And that quest is really far away, and I haven't used an airship yet, so I haven't... So, it's a long story short, I won't look awful forever. But anyway, so my first kind of impressions... Obviously, the game is gorgeous as hell. I mean, just the graphics are fantastic. It's very atmospheric. I have absolutely no complaints for the way the game looks. It is beautiful. I'd say it rivals Guild Wars 2 for aesthetic beauty. I mean, really. Honestly, when it comes to MMOs, it's got to look good for me. That's kind of like my thing. I'm really shallow. It's got to look good. And Final Fantasy XIV looks incredible. So that's not a problem. So let's talk about the payment model here. So I hate subscription-based MMOs. I cannot stand them. And yes, Final Fantasy XIV is subscription-based. However, there is an indefinite free trial, which is fantastic, and that's actually what I'm doing right now. And the indefinite free trial means that up until level 35, you can play for free. There's a few restrictions on things that honestly I don't find to be very important right now, but you can basically play the game up until 35, and that's what I'm doing. So the way I see it is, if I still like the game, if I'm still playing when I get to level 35, then I'm probably going to buy it. So you got to buy the game, and then you have to pay a monthly subscription. It's like 15 bucks or something for the lowest one. And I don't really like that. I hate it, actually. But this game is so cool, I might actually buy it. I'm just going to be honest with you. My preferred payment model is Guild Wars 2. You buy the game, and that's that. I don't know what the hell's wrong with that payment model, but there you go. So right here, obviously, I'm taking a quest here. Or actually, I'm finishing a quest. So like here's what I was talking about. So at the end of a quest, you get these options of these certain things here. And basically, my choice is limited to the one that's the best for my class. I am a Marauder, by the way, which is a double-handed axe tank class. And so you can see here, I definitely want this. It's going to raise both my physical and magical defense. And you see the die is up there in the top right-hand corner of the icon, and it's red. That's not too bad. So we'll complete that real quick. And this is interesting. Your inventory, where you keep all your bullshit like this, and there's multiple tabs, by the way, is different from your gear inventory, which is over here, which is kind of cool. So I just got a new, I thought it was it pants? Oh, yeah, there's trousers. I totally thought that was a... Actually, that's good, because I don't want to look like this anymore. So I'm going to equip that. Yeah, so now we don't look quite so ridiculous, and the red is not a bad color. So I still have, like, the guy from Curious George, the dude in yellow. I still got that shit going on my hands, but that's alright. So anyway, a couple other things before I accept this next quest. This is a story quest when it has this weird flame stuff around it. If it doesn't have that, it's just like a normal quest, just so you know. And basically, well, let me go over a couple things here. So here's our character screen. This is all, shows you all your gear and stuff, and you can check out your resistances, learn more about yourself. You can see I'm a higher, that's my clan, or my race. The clan is Highlander. Clearly I'm a male. This is the city-state where I started out, Limsa Lamensa. This is an island off to the southwest of the main continent of the game. So I haven't even been to the main continent. So it's pretty huge. Now here's something really interesting. So as you can see, I'm a level 15 Marauder. When you hit level 15, this opens up, and you can now level up any class you want. All you have to do is switch your gear to the gear for that class. Like you see this spiked bronze Labrys here is a Marauder's arm. If I just equip the gear for someone else, I can start leveling that class. And what I'm specifically trying to do is I'm going to level Gladiator. And when you level Marauder and Gladiator together, eventually you get this kind of, well, I think it's called a job, but it's basically a super class, if you ask me, and it's called a Warrior. And that's what I'm trying to do. Now over here, this stuff is your crafting stuff, which you can also level up. Crafting, gathering, all that kind of stuff. So that's all. This is very, very interesting, and I didn't really understand it until I just reached level 15, actually a little while ago. And it was like, hey, you can choose all these other classes. Like, holy shit. Alright, I have no reputation. I don't know how to get it. I'm not really worried about that right now. Thank you very much. So yeah, so that's that kind of stuff. That's really interesting. Now, when it comes to combat and all that stuff, it's all very traditional MMO combat. You press your buttons, you know, your hotkeys. You cycle through your shit. There's nothing new there. Some people complain about the global cooldown being a little too slow, but I swear to God, it does not seem slow to me. It seems fine to me. So I don't know, but you know, I'm not MLG. I don't have a Razer or other brand name gaming chair. So obviously I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to eat this food here, get my little buff going up here at the top. And you can stack these to make them longer. I don't think the effects stack, but it does get longer. So like I've got some other food here. Where is this? Like this marmot steak, pretty interesting. I'm going to go ahead and put that here. So if I eat one of these, you can see it goes from... Oh, actually that did not... Oh, because it does something different, that's why. Okay, so let me hit that again. And there we go. So now we're up to 59 minutes. So it's got to be the same buff. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so anyway, there are so many quests everywhere, it's kind of unbelievable, but I was told to just follow my quest line when I make my first character, and that'd be the best thing to do. So that's what I'm doing. Also, before I kind of move on, let me show you the map. This is one thing that kind of bothers me. The map's a little confusing because this game is an instanced game. It's not total open world. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still huge and there's still huge places. But to get from one to the other, you have to go to a new instance. So the maps kind of look like this when you're in a town. And there's these little ether crystals that you can use. You can see them here. That you can move around the city really quickly. And then there's gigantic crystals that you can use to move between cities. Right? So again, this is just like the one little spot I'm in this Limsa Lamensa place. But let me see here. If we kind of zoom out, this is where I'm at on this little island, again to the southwest of the main continent. So there's, you know, all kinds of other stuff around here. Actually, I think isn't this whole thing the island? You know what? Hell if I know. I think it is, actually. This is just the island. Yeah, if we pull back even further now, here, okay, yeah. So that's the island. Here's the big-ass continent. So it is a big game, but you just kind of have to get used to the... Well, I'll show you. It's not as claustrophobic as it seems. Oh, I forgot to take this quest. Let me take this story quest real quick. Alright, so this guy has a task for me. Also, the story is supposed to be really compelling, but I mean, it's not bad so far, but it's not exactly epic yet, but I'm still, obviously, at the beginning. I've just been helping these guys against pirates, basically, because a big-ass dragon attacked and destroyed a bunch of shit recently. Okay. Alright, so basically what's happening right now is some pirates are trying to blow up this ship, because all the ships were destroyed in that attack, and now this city-state's trying to get back up on its feet, and of course there's pirates trying to fuck with them, because most of these people are former pirates. And I kind of saved it, or I thought I saved that ship. Okay. So these are Serpent Reavers, the current pirates we're fighting. They're actually, they work for the Sahuagin, or Sahuagin, or however the hell you say it. Which I'm assuming is similar to the D&D Sahuagin. I don't know. Alright, they're not interested in that. They're after men. They're sending their pirate lackeys after a civilian target. So you see my character grimaced, so things are clearly getting serious here. Alright, basically we had a cipher, a coded message, and it looks like this dude, my patron right here, he's kind of my main patron guy. He has decrypted it, and so now I've got to go deliver it to someone. So now I can give you a chance to see some other shit. Alright, so quest accepted. You can see it's right up here. So if I click on this, this will bring up my little journal menu, give me additional shit, but here's the real important thing for me. It tells me exactly like where this is going on. So here, let's see what he's telling me to do. Take Baderon's hastily translated note and deliver it to the Commodore Rainer at the Coral Tower. So the Coral Tower is here in this city-state. So let me remind myself where the hell it is. Is that it? Yeah, it's up here. So I just need to head north, and I'm right here. You see the mini-map right up here. Now, another cool thing about the game is it unlocks all kinds of new shit as you level up, and so there's always new stuff that I'm learning about. Like one thing, for example, are these leave quests, which is something I'd never heard of before, but it's basically like repeatable quests, and there's battle ones, there's trading ones, there's gathering ones, and that I find that actually very interesting. So if you go to this duty menu here, you do this duty finder, and this is actually how you can find some of these leave things, which is basically like you need to get a party together. It's like a looking for group kind of thing. So that was cool. That didn't unlock until recently. Let's move through here. Now, where's one of those little... Yeah, here's one of the little Ethernet crystals. It's not a Cat5 cable. And you can basically right-click this and go to any of the other ones you've touched, so I can go all around the city or right outside of the city. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so this is Coral Tower. This is actually the home of the... I think this is my guild home, the Marauder Guild. Yeah, it is. And I can do quests for my guild and shit. But this just so happens to coincide with the story to talk to this dude. I'm Rainer. You must be the adventurer whose name seems to be on everyone's lips. You're to be commended for your part. See, again, I thwarted this plot to blow up the ship. Okay. So now I got to give him this shit right here. That's going to start a little cutscene. Alright, an assault on Swift Perch. So it looks like that they're going to attack this little farming town, is what this looks like. Alright, the Yellow Jackets are like the guards. The only question is where to send them. Well, I concur with Baderon's blah 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 blah. Swift Perch is but one of several possible targets. Call the Commodore over. It's the Swagan, sir. They've mounted a large-scale assault on South Tidegate and threatened to overwhelm our defenses. Uh-oh. Alright, so most of the troops give the order to march, so I'm probably going to have to get involved in this shit. So here I am saying something. Yeah, the Serpent Reavers are in league. Yeah, they're like the thralls of the Swagan. Okay, so this assault might be another feint. That leaves Swift Perch vulnerable. They're probably going to send me to Swift Perch. Thorson, you must serve in their absence. Make for Swift Perch. Okay. I will do that. Alright. So now this right here, the little blue thing, now I'm assuming that means that it's like a guild quest, which makes it something different. If I click on that, yeah, so he wants me to do some of this stuff. I'm gonna accept the quest, but I'm not gonna do it right now, but I do want to kind of get this on my list. Okay, determine, blah blah blah. Time has come for you to begin a new stage in your training. Oh, also, if you want to choose one of those other classes to level up, you have to go to their guild first and initiate it. I didn't mention that. Okay, so now what sets this axis? Blah 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 blah. I can't talk. Okay. Present yourself to Blah in the practice area downstairs, and he shall instruct you further. You know what? I kind of want to do that right now, just because I'm so close. How do I get downstairs from here? That's my question. Does one of these lead downstairs? Yes, it does. Okay. Let's check this quest out. You know what I mean? Who cares? We'll get out into the more open world here in a second. But this will show us some of the combat mechanics anyway. Okay. Okay. So axe wielders build strength and control by splitting boulders. That's right. Or blah blah blah. Again, I can't talk today. You need to hit the rock just so. Rotgeim, a fellow, I told you I can't talk, is waiting just outside the Zephyr Gate. Oh, well, okay, so we're going outside anyway. She'll tell you how it's done. Okay, I thought the quest was going to happen in here, but I was wrong. So well, what the hell? We're going to follow this quest right now. Okay, so I'm basically going to go upstairs, hit one of those ether crystals. Got one right outside this door. Where is it? There it is. So they said to go to the Zephyr Gate, so this will take me right outside of the city-state into a place which is middle, and I don't know how to pronounce this, like La Nasia or La Nasia or hell if I know. So here you can see we are outside, and it is a beautiful thing. If I hit the map, you'll see, so we've got a different map now, and this is our instance. It's pretty large, actually. But as you can see, we would have to hit these instances. It tells us, like Feint and Strike is my story mission. It tells me I'd have to be in this place to do it, so that's very helpful. These things are called Fate events. These are basically your open world group events that you can just join in, and I love those. Now this is Summerford Farms. This is a place we were at earlier, but we're trying to get to a place for that different quest, which is over here. So let's worry about the one we're on right now, which is Axe in the Stone. So you can see that's this right here. That's actually level 5. I should have done this a long time ago. Anyway, hit my sprint button here. Now I can just show you combat. Obviously these are level 1. This is a joke. But basically my rotation right now is I start with this damage over time so that they're bleeding out the whole fight, and then I'll also probably get some extra defense for 20 seconds. And then this is my my main attack, and it combos with this one. You can see down there it says combo action, heavy swing. That means if I use heavy swing first and then use that, and there will be like a glowing shit around it, I'll get extra damage. This one heals me. This one, let's see, this is a stun and an interrupt, and this is an AoE of sorts. Anyway, watch this. Alright, so I start with my fracture, but like I said, these things are so weak. Oh, you little bitches. I can kind of just kill them like this. Alright, now, this little, as far as I can tell, I could be wrong about a lot of this stuff, but I think I get it. This right here means that this is a passive creature, which means it's not going to attack me unless I attack it. And you'll see different little icons here as you go further through the game. Alright, well here's my quest giver actually right here. It's very close. I like that. Alright. 3 hard rocks, blah blah blah. Just hit him with a good solid heavy swing. So I'm just using my normal attack here. So you can see this highlights where I need to look for my quest, which is cool, and you can also see him glowing. So all they want me to do is use heavy strike on him, I guess. So I target, and you can either right click like that or tab, but you see the tab went on those bees. Okay, now wait a minute. How am I supposed to do that? Use heavy swing to destroy the solid rocks. Now I have to have a target to swing. Why can I not target that rock? You know, of course this is what would happen when I just kind of pick a random quest to show y'all some stuff. It's a quest that I can't figure out. Because again, I need a target. And it is target. Oh, there it is. I have to left click actually for some reason. That's weird. Okay. Alright, so we're left clicking for this. Even though I was always right. Whoops. I was always right clicking to target. Can I target with a left click as well? I guess I need to figure this out. Yeah, you can target with left click too. I didn't know that. So there's my damage over time. Here's my heavy swing. Now 3 is going to be super powered. And there you go, because of the combo. You see we got our experience there, and if they drop anything it'll tell you too. You actually don't have to loot anything. Alright. Okay, so we did that, and now they're saying use Skull Sunder to destroy the solid rocks. So Skull Sunder is number 3, yeah. So again, we just target that, get within range. Now one thing that's really cool that I haven't tried personally, but I know for instance if you choose a pugilist class, when you use your skills, positioning matters. Like some of the things will give you bonus damage if you're behind an enemy or to the side, and I think that is really cool. I don't know if Marauder has anything like that though. I haven't seen anything like that in the skill descriptions. Alright, so we took care of that. So a sprint back over here. Again, this was a level 5 thing that I should have done a long time ago. That's why it's so ridiculously simple, I think. Okay, so now he's telling me to go back to my guildmaster. So that's fine, we'll do that later. But now I want to go back to my story. Okay, now, yes, you can rent chocobos. Or honestly, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I don't care, okay? I played the shit out of Final Fantasy II for Super Nintendo, but other than that, I really have not played Final Fantasy games. But I am really loving this one, so, but anyway, I can pronounce things wrong, you know, whatever. So looking at my map, if I had a chocobo, I could rent one and use it as a mount. There's also these porters, like right here, where you can basically rent one to automatically take you somewhere. But I don't have any of that stuff going for me right now, so I'm just going to run. And it won't take all that long, so we'll kind of get a view of what's going on here. Now you can zoom out pretty far. I think this is the extent right here. It's pretty good, and of course you can zoom way the hell in, which is also pretty cool. So you know, whatever you like, you can work with. I like the freedom there. Okay, make sure I'm sprinting whenever I can. And you can actually, you know, check it out on the map, see what's going on here. So like I said, we got a little ways to go, but I figured it's okay just to kind of show you things. Here's another player. Oh, also, this little, like, sapling-looking shit right next to my name means I'm a new player, and it kind of just warns people. Like, hey, here's a fucking noob. Look out. But yeah. So, we're actually... And yes, you do have a kind of, you know, a regular day-night cycle, which is cool, and weather cycle, which is awesome. Alright, sprinting down here. Now, I have already been to the town that I'm going to, so I could use this teleport skill to teleport to the big ether crystal. But again, I just kind of wanted to show you some stuff, just, you know, give you a sense for what some of these shits are like. Now, we're getting into a fate thing here, which I said was the kind of live group events. And anything that's purple is part of the event. Those blue signs are from allies, so I don't have to worry about that shit. But I do have an interrupt in case we get a hostile cone starting out. Again, those are friendly. See those yellow jackets are the guards, those are friendly NPCs. Alright, took that bitch out. And basically, you know, you get rewarded based on your contribution. It's very similar to the Rift events, if you've ever played Rift, and it's similar to, I think they're just called group events in Guild Wars 2. But I like this stuff. Usually there'd be other players out here fighting with me, but I don't see anyone else, only NPCs right now. Oh shit, here comes more of these wisps. Alright, so I'm just gonna help them. Because we're pretty much creaming these dudes. You can see I'm barely losing any health here. Trying to keep my rotation fairly steady. Again, start with 4 to get the damage over time. You see it right there. Then I hit him with the heavy swing. Then I get my combo with the Skull Sunder. And we just keep going 1 and 3 basically until the bleeding or the damage over time runs out. You know how this stuff goes if you've ever played an MMO. And again, see, the global cooldown does not seem that long. It doesn't make the combat seem very slow to me. Now I can attack in a cone, so I'm going to use that here because there's a bunch of these bastards. Of course, it also draws enmity, which is, I think, aggro, basically. I'm going to have to drink a potion here. Just want to make sure we're doing alright. See, using tab sometimes is not very efficient. I think I can change the option, possibly in the options menu, to make it target the nearest enemy, and maybe that's what I need to do. In fact, I'm going to check that out in just a second. Also, I apologize. I think I got the audio levels correct, but it could be very loud right now, because I've noticed that when you get into combat, the sound effects are fucking really loud. There, that one's complete. You can see my rewards right here. Gil is the currency. That's your XP, obviously. But yeah, so I've tried my best to get the sound effects level to a manageable level, but if I fucked up, I'm sorry. Okay, this is not where I need to go. I need to head further north. Alright, these gargantuan-ass crabs. Again, they're passive, we can tell by that little icon there. So we can just run right through them, who cares? Now here you can see it's different. These jackals will attack you. You can see this different icon here. Speaking of, as a marauder, one of the things that's kind of unique to the class, or at least as I understand it, is the hunting log. And this is basically a way to level up and get extra XP. It tells you basically a set amount of creatures that you need to kill. It's like the Slayer quests in Lotro or something. And it also, which I think is cool, is it tells you where to find it in the pop-up. See that? It tells you like the main place to go, and then the smaller, more specific location. And if one of those things, if you're facing one of those animals, it'll have a special icon in the middle above its name. So these, again, jackals will attack me. I don't want to get attacked by two of them, so I'm just, as I'm going by, just for the hell of it, I'm going to attack this one. Go ahead and give him the old damage over time. Oh shit, interrupt. There we go. I didn't get my interrupt off in time, I don't think. So I still suffered damage. That's alright. And there we are. Cool. Alright, you see I'm getting the bonus XP, remember that's from this. The meal benefits. Sprint. And now we're about to move to another instance. The place where we need to be. So we've gone from lower La Nasia, or whatever the hell it is, to western now. Or were we in middle? Whatever it is, we're in western now. Just, you know, just trust me. Alright, so we check out our new map. Yeah, we are in middle. You can see all this stuff going on. This is where we need to go. So, let's head there real quick. As you see, we got generally higher level creatures now. There's one of those big-ass crystals, which I could have just teleported to, but again, I wanted to show you the journey. Alright. Another player right here, also a noob like me. Alright, so here's Swift Perch, the place they were telling me to go. Now we've got a merchant here. I probably need to repair my shit because it's been a long time. Actually, I barely need to repair anything, but we'll do it anyway. There's my money up there. It's going to cost me 16 gil. There we go. Also, you know, I could try to buy things. Field gear is like for gathering and cooking and all those kind of trade shits. Here's your battle gear. It's usually arranged from like the highest or most expensive of like these are all the hats. You can see the icon. Then we have all the body stuff, all the hand stuff. But I'm not buying anything right now. Here's the Chocobo Porter guy. If I wanted to hire a Chocobo, not to rent one, but I could hire one to take me somewhere. Here's the big-ass crystal again. This is what you use teleport for, which is right here. You also have a return skill, which takes you to the one that you set as home. And here's our story guy, so let's check it out. Okay. It was rebuilt by folk who stood strong, blah blah blah. Don't give these pirate bastards one bloody ilm, you hear me? Alright, it's telling me that it would sink my level if it was too high, but it's not. So here's a little private instance for my story. Alright, here they come. People are getting scared. People are running. Yeah, these pirates look pretty brawny. Serpent Reavers. We ain't turning back empty-handed. Remember, no killing the small folk, or it'll be your blood that stains Lord Leviathan's altars. The yellow bellies you can butcher at will. Them dirt-eating slugs will be crushed. Okay, so well, at least they're, you know, at least they have rules of engagement. All right. Let's do this. So this has kind of been building up, obviously, at this part of the story. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Oh shit. Alright. Hit you with that, bleed over time. Go ahead and use my cone attack. Move around here. Get my defense going, if you don't mind. Nice. Should have hit him with the bleed over time. What am I thinking? There we go. Actually, one of the NPCs had already hit him with that too, so that was really good. Again, I'm hoping it's not too loud. But if it is, I'm a fucking amateur. What the hell do you expect? It's never going to get any better. Now, this dude seems to be some kind of special piece of shit. Yeah, he's level 20. You know what? While they're kind of... Let me try to mop some of these trash mobs up. I still haven't hit him with the... Shit. There we go. Hit him with the fracture. Right. And one thing I've noticed is that the NPCs are actually really capable in this game. It's not like certain MMOs where the NPCs are basically just fucking worthless and they're going to get mowed down if you don't do all the work. So I definitely like that. Alright, and once again, I am a tank class, so it kind of makes sense that I would just kind of stand and fight. Which is why you don't see me hopping around and shit. But I do need to take a potion here fairly soon. Alright, he's dead. Let's get back to some of these assholes. Now, the one thing I don't understand yet is what these letters mean at the ends of their names, like J and F. I don't know what that means. Something's about to happen. Void call. Oh, I should have interrupted him. What am I thinking? Oh shit, probably gonna get a golem or something. Oh, it apparently seems to be something worse than that. I've never seen one of these before. Alright. Fracture. Heavy strike. Oh shit. How did that hit me? I thought I was outside of the damn circle. Well, anyway. I could have and should have interrupted that, but every time I see those cones, I get nervous. And then I don't. You know. Okay, I know I'm out of the way of that bullshit. I'm not getting very far against this damn thing. Sucks. Need to renew our fracture. Alright. Something tells me we need to be working together here to make this go a little more smoothly. Certainly. Alright. Because I need people to help me against this damn thing. There, they finally finished him. Now get over here and help me. Oh, don't run past me. There we go. Oh, shit. There we go. Now this is actually probably the largest story battle I've been in so far. I mean, I've been in a couple with, you know, there's been several enemies, but never this many. Oh, leveled up, hell yeah. There we go. Hell yes. Well fought. They're beaten and scattered. I'll take some men, hunt down the stragglers. Might be some lurking about. That was an odd look right there. Well, feeling pretty glorious right about now. Oh, hell. It's one of these mage bastards again. I saw one of these. This dude or thing or whatever summoned a golem earlier, and that pissed me off. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. Oh good, I get to fight something else. What in the hell is going on? Well, this is going to be shitty, whatever it is. What in the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, Christ. I'm supposed to be able to beat this thing? The masked mage? I thought I was fighting the gigantic-ass demon thing. Oh, it's a gargoyle. That's only level 16. Alright, when he tries to throw some shit on me, I'm going to interrupt it. My interrupt also stuns, which is cool. Oh yeah, this isn't going to be too bad. This gargoyle doesn't understand it's fucking with a tank. Need to redo my fracture in 2 seconds. There it is. Oh, there's also an auto attack I forgot to mention, but you can probably see it happening in between my skills there. He hasn't tried any special ability on me yet, which I find strange. Renew that fracture. Now, there's always some fucking conversation in the middle of the fight, which means that something's about to get worse. Yeah, I guess he's not going to use any special skills. Whatever. Well, I mean, in the meantime, I could get a little bit of health back for every strike, so we'll do that. Hey, there's my friend Ishtola, or however the hell you say her name. It's the NPC. Alright. Oh, do I finally get to kill this piece of shit? Alright. I've been waiting to kill this mage for a while. Holy crap, what was that? Come on, put one of those cones down to tell me you're gonna try some shit, and I will interrupt you, you motherfucker. I love interrupts. That's... Probably wondering, why does he keep talking about the interrupts? Because I love that shit. And I just don't get a lot of chances to use them so far. We need to fracture this bitch. There we go. No mortal should possess such strength. What in the fuck? Oh, I guess that's something Ishtola did. She's pretty damn sweet. She's kicking some ass, actually. There we go. Duty complete. All right. The wisdom of the Paragons. Who the hell are they? So here's Ishtola. Paragons, did he say? Then it is as I feared. Go ahead and enlighten me. They are known as the Bringers of Chaos, or as something, to give them their proper name. Our suspicions were correct. They've been manipulating the beast tribes. I said something to her. Pardon? You would know if we Charlayans have encountered Eskians or whatever before. I've never spoken to you of my homeland. How did you know whence I hail? You got a fucking tail. Wait, I do begin to see. You have been blessed with a special gift. So now we're starting to figure out why I'm special. Well, why I and every other billion players on this game are special. Are you alright? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, the Reavers were kidnapping people. That was something we were trying to figure out. Something tells me I'm about to move on to something far greater. Might actually get out of this small little hellhole. Okay. For now, this and that. Give my greetings to Commodore Raynor. Alright. See you later. Oh hell, whenever I see these crystal things, it's only when she's around, and I always end up having some kind of weird, like, acid trip or something every time we, like, fuck with them, so that's obviously about to happen again. Or not? Oh, okay, well, make me look like a jackass, fine. Sweet. Okay, so we're about to, oh man, I think I went over a little bit on time here. I don't give a shit. So here's that leave stuff I was telling you about just real quickly. You go to these people and you can see, browse the different leaves. Again, these are just like daily quests and shit you can do. But anyway, let me just close this off for now by saying I wholeheartedly endorse Final Fantasy XIV. I stayed away from it forever because of the subscription model, but when I saw the indefinite trial, the free trial, I was like, oh man, I've got to play this. And I am liking it a lot. I will probably buy it, I'm not going to lie to you, and you'll never see me again, because I'll be playing it forever until I die in my chair. But, if you check it out, I mean, if you haven't played it, come on, check it out. It's free right now, just to kind of, you know, get your bearings. And if you see Odhinn Thorson running around in game, that's me. That's a bonus, people. But anyway, thank you for checking it out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If not, well, what can I say? You're in the wrong place, because it never gets any better than this. Anyway, thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Peace.